Hey guys, you gotta check this out.
Welcome to the worst curly wavy hair routine on the internet. And no, this is not clickbait, and yes, I say this with a lot of confidence.
You know that we have got to try that out. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney, and today, you heard her, we will be trying out the absolute worst wavy curly hair routine on the internet. I am so excited for this, and I think Anna described this in the cutest possible way. There is this thing that happens on the internet when you start talking about waves and curls. Literally everyone and their grandmother has an opinion about how you do your hair, and usually it's an opinion of telling you how you're doing it wrong. Anna really leans into this in her TikTok video and just like is saying, yes, this is the absolute worst. But if you want cute, shiny, bouncy, voluminous hair, you might want to try it out. And guess what? I want all of those things. So we will absolutely be testing out Anna's routine and seeing how it goes. First things first, in her routine, this is what she says.
I immediately get off to a controversial start. I brush my hair dry. I have a very loose texture, so I can do this on dry hair. If you need to, you can spray detangler or wet your hair down. And this is gonna be the last time we use a brush in this entire routine.
So we're gonna brush out the hair and not brush it anymore. Okay, I did not think my hair was this tangled. Anna says that you can use a spray leave-in conditioner to detangle, and that looser curl patterns usually can get away with dry brushing their hair. I agree. I had one knot like really stuck in there. It's been really windy here in Texas where I live. What was that? That felt strange. Okay, this is the before hair that's all brushed out. Has my hair been in a bun? Yes, it has. Even though one of my curl resolutions is to not pull my hair back every single day, I will say I am getting better at not pulling my hair back every single day in a mom bun, but maybe today, this morning, when I was running errands, it was in a mom bun, and I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm getting better. Anyway, let's go wash this hair. All right, we're jumping straight in with a shampoo and conditioner. She used the Olaplex original shampoo, but I noticed that she has some highlights in her hair, and when my hair was highlighted, my hair really loved that original Olaplex shampoo, but lately I've been finding it to be slightly too conditioning / moisturizing. So today I'm gonna use this Olaplex shampoo. This is their clarifying shampoo. I've had it for quite a while and I quite like it. So let's wash this greasy scalp. Also, let's point you this way a little bit. Is that better? Do you prefer that angle? Let me know in the comments. These Olaplex shampoos tend to be pretty concentrated, and I am pretty sure I just shot myself in the foot by grabbing a lot. So, bad on me. Oh well. My bad, I'm sorry. Yeah. That was way too much. Oh well, at least I'm getting the lengths of my hair clean. Really clean today. Anna does shampoo her hair twice.
Cool. I double shampoo and then I use a hair mask.
So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna make up for my past wasteful wavy curly ways by grabbing like the teeniest little bit to do my second cleanse with. I'm gonna section the hair, make sure to put some right there in the middle, and right there on the sides. Good grief! This shampoo just like lathers like nobody's business. My goodness, I grabbed so little that second time too. Next, we're gonna go in with a hair mask.
Shampoo and then I use a hair mask.
That's the one that Anna uses. I'm gonna be using my personal favorite, Briogeo. Don't despair, repair. Deep Conditioner Mask. You would think I would be able to say the name of my favorite one. Oh well. Grabbing just a smidge here, and I'm really gonna focus on my mid-lengths to ends. Anna said that she doesn't use a brush after she detangles her hair. How does she get the conditioner in? Does she finger detangle, or am I allowed to use my fingers? Does she use a wide tooth comb or something? I don't know, but I'm at least gonna work this through with my fingers. This is making me cringe a little bit because normally I take a brush and really distribute the conditioner through my hair. She also didn't specify if she did like a swish to condish or let the conditioner sit in her hair or anything. So, shall we hang out for a minute? Or should I just rinse it out? Are you bored yet? You probably already clicked out of the video, but if you're still here, hi, let's keep going. All right, then Anna styles right side up, so let's head back over to my sink. Okay, at this point, I'm a little concerned because I'm 90% sure that Anna washes and conditions her hair right side up in the shower. I did not. Obviously, for filming purposes, I prefer to lean over my tub so that you can see the whole shampoo and condition process. I don't know. I found that kind of stuff helpful when people showed that in their YouTube videos 6 years ago when I started learning about my waves and curls, so that's one of the reasons that I show it. Also, this is a family-friendly channel, and that's why we lean over the tub instead of film in the shower. I avoid filming in the shower when I can, but perhaps this would have been the routine to try that with. I so want to like brush it to like, I don't know, point it in the right direction. Is finger combing allowed, Anna? Am I messing this up by like kind of getting it unstuck from my scalp? I hope not. Oh wait, she does flip her hair forward when she applies her first product, see?
From there, I go in with the mousse, and I take about 4 pumps of this, and I don't section my hair. Flip my entire head upside down, kind of run it down, and then scrunch up. I flip it all around to get the hair off the scalp to give you more volume.
So, maybe I just need to like stop panicking and just use the first product. I'm always nervous I'm gonna do something wrong when I'm copying someone's routine and make them mad or sad. Why? Because people copied my routines like 5 years ago and said they hated my routine, but they did my routine wrong. So whenever I copy someone's routine, I'm trying like real hard to not do that to them. Anyway, let's grab some foam. I don't have the Risso's Curls foam that she used, but I'm using my personal favorite foam at the moment. I think she kind of like prayer hands it in and then scrunch. Excuse me while I scrunch my hair for 10 years. Lately, I've been feeling like my hair has been super hungry for product. And if I don't use enough product, my hair refuses to turn out good. It's like it really wants lots of gel and foam so that it holds well. Oh wow. These curl clumps are looking kind of good, but also super frizzy. I'm having a lot of wet frizz, which I guess is to be expected because usually when I use a brush to brush style, which is a lot of work, honestly, and if this routine works out and I don't have to like brush style and section my hair, I'll be very, very happy. But that brush smooths down the wet frizz. Perhaps I'm just used to seeing my hair with like brush styled curls. We'll see. Okay, time for gel. This is the same one that Anna uses.
I'm done there, I go right to gel. I take a very teeny tiny amount.
And I'm grabbing a fairly smallish amount. I think that's what she said to use. And flip the head forward, smooth it in. Quick little prayer hands action. All right, I ditched the towel. Now time for the last step before diffusing. Anna recommends using a heat protectant.
Lastly, I go in with a heat protectant spray. I spray that on my hands and then scrunch that in.
So that's what we're gonna do. And I don't have the one that she used, but I am gonna be using the Bouclim Curl Defense Spray. This stuff is really good. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but it's really runny and really thin. Oh, it smells like lemons and grapefruit. It smells really, really good. I'm gonna glaze that over and scrunch it in. Make sure that everything is getting a little bit of protection from the diffuser, because we are gonna be diffusing on medium speed and medium heat. Really love that Anna is promoting using a heat protectant while you diffuse. Very nice, very nice. Bonus points. Now it's time to diffuse. Now when Anna diffuses, this is what she says.
And then from there I go in and diffuse. I use a medium heat, medium speed. I do exactly what you're not supposed to do. I flip my hair, I scrunch with the diffuser. Because listen, these are the things that are gonna give you volume, okay? Just stay with me.
So that's what we're gonna be doing. Let's get into it. And then, when my hair is around 60% dry, I take even more gel and do the same exact thing. Flip my hair over, I run it down, and I scrunch. I also flip side to side and put a little extra on the top layer, just to make sure all that frizz that I've kind of created is sort of tamed down. And then I continue to diffuse until dry. We need to add a touch more of our gel. My hair is roughly, I think, 60% dry. We're just gonna grab a little bit more. And this technique is called smasters, or it was way back in the day. That's what people used to call this when I first started learning about waves and curls. They called this smasters. Adding a touch more gel partway through diffusing to help tame down frizz. And Anna really got in there when she applied it. Like, I could see that she was actually applying some tension to her hair when she was applying the second layer of gel. That makes me really nervous when the hair is not fully dry to kind of like pull on it. But she did say this was the worst curly hair routine on the internet. And I totally respect her for leaning into the fact that she is doing what works for her and her hair. And she's brave enough and willing and bold enough to share that with anyone willing to watch her videos and give her technique a try. So that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. I'm gonna finish diffusing. And here we are with the hair 100% dry. Let's take a quick look at it in the cast. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. I haven't scrunched it or fluffed it yet. There is just the slightest bit of a cast on the hair, a bit. So let's break the cast and see what it looks like. Anna did not use like an oil to scrunch out the crunch. I don't think she even mentioned scrunching out the crunch, but her final result looked like she had broken the cast on her hair. It is possible that she doesn't get a cast and therefore doesn't need to break it, but I did, because things casted and were a little stringy. And here are the final results, scrunched and fluffed. Honestly, I am really thrilled with how this turned out. Here are some of the things that I like so much about this. One, it's really quick, really fast, really easy. This is a super beginner-friendly routine. Prayer hands, scrunch it in, no parting, no sectioning, no fussing. I loved that she used a shampoo and then a hair mask and skipped leave-in conditioner and curl cream. That would have been too much conditioning, I think, for this routine, because honestly, with the Kinky Curly Curling Custard being as moisturizing as it is, I don't feel like my hair needs a leave-in conditioner whatsoever. I love that a heat protectant was incorporated into the routine, and I appreciated how she did it. Spraying it into your hands, smoothing it over, and scrunching it in is a really good way to make sure you're getting super even distribution. That scrunching motion is going to push product inside each of your curl clumps, making sure that every hair is protected. Here's another thing that I really like. If my hair weren't so heavy, it would be epic, but I have particularly heavy hair. I love that there's like no styling product at my roots. My roots are really like product free and fluffy looking. I think if I just had like coarser hair that was a little bit more strong, it would like stand up and have more volume, but my hair is really, really fine and tends to be really silky and slippery. So that plus the just general heaviness of my hair, I don't know how my hair is fine and heavy, but it is. It tends to lay really flat, but I like that the roots are very product free. I love how each and every single one of my curl clumps clumped into their natural curl families. I'm loving that I can kind of touch my hair and mess with it, and it leans into kind of the relaxedness of this wash day. It's not incredibly defined precision curls that have been finger rolled or finger coiled or brush styled. It's kind of meant to be a little bit looser, a little bit beachier. And that means I can touch my hair some more and kind of like shove it out of my face if I need to. So you tell me what your thoughts are on this wash day routine. And because I know you love it, here is what the hair looked like at the end of the day after many hours of wild and crazy mom life, chasing around children, carting kids from practice to practice and running errands. That's what the hair looked like at the end of the day. And this is what the hair looked like on the morning of day 2. I've been sleeping with my hair in a bonnet lately to protect it while I sleep at night instead of pulling it back in a pineapple because, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm trying not to pull my hair back in a pineapple or a bun as much. And I do totally think that I added too much Kinky Curly Curling Custard to my hair after I had diffused it for a little bit. Once it was like 60% dry, the ends, I can feel it on there. That was my mistake. But anytime we try a new routine, there is a bit of a learning curve. So that was my bad. My apologies. Overall, what? This is incredible. The volume. I love how my natural curls are enhanced. Like there's no manipulation here. This is what my hair wants to do. Isn't that cool? Like there's no brush styling, curl clumping manipulation here. These are what my natural curl clumps do when I scrunch in product. That's really fun. So that's what the hair looked like. That's how it held up. You let me know what your thoughts are about the absolute worst wavy curly hair routine on the internet. I actually kind of love this. I love that Anna is doing what works best for her and her hair. It's just so cool. She has taken techniques and things from multiple different people, put them all together in a hodgepodge that gives her the curls that she likes with the amount of effort that she is willing to do on a day-to-day basis. And I appreciate that the routine is really easy because we all need to streamline our lives a little bit. Am I right? As always, I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Also, I have Anna's video linked in the comments down below. Please go over to her video, give her some love, tell her how awesome it is, and give her major kudos for turning all the way around and showing the back of her head because we need more wavy curly girls doing that instead of just like posing in the front. Like, show me the full angles. I want all the angles, please and thank you. All right, bye for real.